Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, we're live from Project Rubi-Ka. Yes, we are. I'm just doing a quick bit of social mediaing, as you do. Give me just a moment or three while I get that done. There we go. And yes. Chuckling at myself, to myself, as you do. Anyway. Right, there we are. Social mediaing done. We're on the live screen. No. One there. One there. Right, okay, so here we are. We're in the game. We're all up and running. So my shade got to level 38. They're doing quite well. But I think some of my other characters are starting to lag behind. And the only thing I can do, really, is XP them to make them better. I've started getting into the habit of logging off in Newland. It feels like more of a hub than my former logging off spot, which was the Storm Guild spot. The hill, the grassy knoll, as it were. Ugly Dan, welcome to the stream. Ian Warforce, hello. Welcome on in. Also, beer o'clock, everyone. Sunday is my Saturday, Monday is my Sunday, so I'm having a beer. Oh yes. As you can see, he's looking quite busy on the server, in fact, at the moment. For a Sunday, 228 actual players, which is quite nice. Right, okay, so I'm going to go log to the keeper, because people were saying, oh, what about the keeper? And I was like, yes, I know. I do love a few good beers, me too. My adv is lagging behind even further. But I'm starting to think pistol was a bad idea to start with. I don't know. Feels a bit slow with his current weapons on XP, you know? Like, oh, this is taking ages to kill everything. And it's because I've gone and spoiled myself with the shade going 1 second recharge and attack rating. Yeah. So for the keeper, the next big thing to do with them is going to be this. It's going to be the Stygian Desolator. Yes, one of those with only fast attack on it, which is there, but you can see there that's 19 to 61 versus this bad boy, which is 75 to 300. But I need 434 two-hand edge. Currently, I'm at 250. We have a ways to go. I thought maybe killing some cultists might be the answer. Louis J, good evening, sir. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Go off and do some killing here. So, if you talk to Windcaller Carrick, he's here. He doesn't send you on a quest on Project Rubi-Ka. He simply says, give me 1,000 credits and I'll give you the pass. And then the pass works from a portal just here in Newland Desert. So as you can see, the project is quite well populated. Plenty of people here. And seems to be remaining stable. I've also made a second account so I can do mule transfers, but I need to play through the Noob Island, etc. To get them up to speed. Oh wow, busy in here. Zulrage, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So I don't have a lot of kit on this character. I do have some implants and such now. Clear Burrito. Where can one find Project Rubi-Ka? I have just released a video that tells you how do I root Project Rubi-Ka video. It's called Getting Started on Project Rubi-Ka. I released it about 6-7 minutes ago. I'll give you the link in just a second once I stop fighting for my life. Right, okay, we're in better shape now. So, the link for that video is where is it? It's the last video I released as opposed to live streaming. Let me just grab that link. I think that works. Yep, there you go. How to do, where to go, how to install, how to get set up, how to get maps working, how to get NopenDovTech GUI working. All in one handy dandy 7 and a bit minute video. Getting started. Well, I don't know about the first hit on Google. Project Rubi-Ka should be that, but that video, no, it won't be yet. It's only been a thing for minutes, so it takes a few days to establish itself usually. Will you be playing this more often instead of the Funcom servers? I'll play on the Funcom servers when they start looking after them. Get rid of the hackers. Get rid of AO Sharp. Maybe then I'll play on the live servers, but at the moment my will to do so is at a very low ebb. Oh, so never. Yeah, possibly, yeah. Navillium. I probably will revisit. My accounts are still active. I'm still paying them. If you could only choose one profession to play on PRK with the current 18.4, what would it be? All of them. You have 50 character slots on Project Rubi-Ka. Why limit yourself to just one? That makes no sense to me, good sir. What is best character? It is... it is whichever one you like playing. If you like pet classes, play a pet class. If you like melee, play a melee character. If you like draining and what, you know, play what you want to play, dude. I mean, there is no best. There's what do you like? What do you have fun playing? When do you enjoy playing? I really enjoy Shade, but I like MT. Atrox Doctor, Spect into Bows. Oh yeah, there you go. There's a challenge. An Assault Rifle Shade. Good luck. You know, and all the rest of it. I mean, it's whatever you want it to be. There is no best. There's what you enjoy playing and your preferred play style. It's as simple as that. Advs are good again. I will tell you that on this server. Because they got nerfed to oblivion on the live servers with 18.7. Everyone knows shades don't go assault rifle. They go ranged energy. Yes, of course. Sorry. Yes, of course. Of course they do. Yeah, no, if you don't go melee on a shade, you're screwed as a shade. 80% of your damage is your perks, and your perks don't fire with a ranged weapon. So it's kind of a meme. A meme shade is a ranged shade, basically. Zizon, welcome to the stream. There you go. Yeah, so I threw together a video. It took me not very long to record and upload, because it's not very long. I spent more time editing it than I did recording it and rendering it, to be honest with you. But that's videoing. That's making videos. But yeah, it's got the basics. How to get started on the server, where to create an account, how to download the client, how to install the client, how to get the maps working, how to get NopenDovTech GUI working, etc. And the GUI is different, but the maps are exactly the same principle and folders that you're used to doing on the live client. So what you have to remember though is, as brilliant as Savic's map of Rubi-Ka is, unfortunately the Wampa route isn't accurate because it's 18.7 and above, whereas the live this client is not that. It's 18.4. So like the Joe Wampa in Old Athen is over to one side near the, I don't know, boating lake, pool, whatever it is, near Scirocco, basically. Which incidentally is where it always was until 18.7, and then we got the porta toilet Wampas and stuff. As you probably noticed, the Wampas in this game are the old Wampas, and honestly I think they look better. I can't believe how much I missed them. So there we go, there's a weapon data fragment. Right click. Because they're unique, you can't loot more than one. The other thing that's really great on this server is we have a global chat. So you've got, like, your guild is 200 people every night, kind of thing. You know, because everybody that's in the game can talk to each other directly in that channel. So when you're sort of say, anybody got weaponsmithing so I can upgrade this 00 weapon, you're going to get 3 or 4 people maybe saying, yeah, I can. Where are you? Oh, I'm at ICC. Okay, cool. I'll just log my little trader in there or whatever. Please on board. I bought a crappy potato mini PC just to be able to PRK for the nostalgia. Now I'm having a hard time to decide what professions. Make a bunch. Make one of each. And play them all a little bit and see which one you're enjoying. Having the global chat was a very smart move. Yes, it was. Some of you will or won't remember from the first week and first weeks and days of Project 2019, or Rubi-Ka 2019. They actually had the global chat on that, and then they got rid of it, and everyone went, why did you get rid of it? That was awesome. So yeah, on Project Rubi-Ka they went, yeah, it was awesome, let's have it. Why? I have no idea why they got rid of it. I really don't. Yeah, Project Rubi-Ka's got new weapons and items, etc. Some of the skills and stuff work a little differently, so what I know of the live game doesn't truly apply to this. What I do know is Advi heals are good again. Advi's are back to being second best healers in the game instead of like 4th or something. Ridiculous that they did with 18.7. Like, for instance, these cultists, if they're pistol, they've got a chance to drop a pistol that's actually better than the one you get from Foreman's Dungeon. Not easy to get on, but it's good. So I've got 2 on my Advi, but they're miles away from equipping them yet. Any chance we get to see your funky green Trox MP on the real? Did you make a Atrox MP? I don't remember doing that. Made an Atrox NT? I don't think he had green hair. Or did he? I can't remember. Who was that? That was someone subscribed over on the YouTube. Thank you for the YouTube follow, effectively. They call it subscribe on YouTube, but it's a follow, isn't it, really? That's all. So the how to get started on Rubi-Ka is there. little short 7-minute video which will save you a lot of hassle and headache trying to figure things out. Well, they're pistols. I don't think they're even class based on Advi. If one drops, I'll be able to show it you, or I can log my Advi to show you, but he can't equip them yet. So, he will. He'll get there. But I want to get one more level on this character, and then I want to go back to the Advi and try and level him up a bit more so we can get the new pistols on. It's a bit of a mountain to climb, though. Big 2. Carl, I've been considering jumping on to Project Rubi-Ka. Do it if you want to play the game as it should be, without boxing, without hackers, without all that shit. Come play here, mate. Play the game as it should be, with a global chat with, well, at the moment, about 200 plus players on it. Yeah, it's a great move. Yeah, there's more teamwork on this server because you've got no choice. You can't multi-box. If you get caught trying to multi-box, you get banned. AO shot, banned. You know, that's the way they're running it. Because their vision is like, well, look, the original game was designed around people playing together. It's an MMO, after all, so they're sticking with it. And to be honest with you, it really does seem to be working. It's all about, anyone want to team up for this? Anyone want to get together for this? Anyone able to build this or buff that? And now on live, that can be problematic. But on this server, it absolutely doesn't seem to be. Like, you watch that global channel, it never stops. Over 220. Over 2! No, was it over 9,000? Yeah, well, we're not going to get there, I don't think. But yeah, over 220 players on a Sunday night. It's not bad, is it? I mean, they were going great guns before I even said, yes, I do know what Project Rubi-Ka was. I actually did. I'd been on the Discord for a while and I was watching the project and thinking, oh, this is very promising and these people seem really cool, and I know half of them from, you know, from the old days and whatnot. It's like Tuesdays with Sharp Tony and stuff like that, you know, and these are all people that I've had great interactions with and formed friendships with, you know, over the years. Now we're all involved in it. They're all working on it. Like Mad Cow, Raggy, 3F. They're all really cool guys or girls. I don't know, actually. Could be both. Could be either. Could be something in between. I know, and I don't care. They're good people. So, yeah. But what I didn't know was, oh, funk, I'm okay with this. So, would I be putting someone else's head in the noose? Okay, this guy might be bugged. Let's try doing a taunt. Will he come? Uh-oh. Acolyte Keelian, or whatever, seems to be bugged. Yeah, he's bugged. Yeah, but I mean, that happens on live. Yeah, I can't fight him. Never mind. You know, you get a bit of this on the server. Like, this never happens on live. Any other role players? Lots. Kipper's here. Just seen his name go by in the chat. Yeah, so I wasn't sure I could mention it, so I spoke to Raggy, spoke to Tony, and said, you know, if I stream this, am I going to get you guys into trouble of any kind? Because I'm not going to do that. I thought best to keep it on the down low, so when people said, oh, have you heard of Project Rubi-Ka? I went, I think I've heard of that. I'm not sure where they're at, if it's even working. I don't know. I know nothing. But kind of did know that it was going on. So sorry for the deception, but I was like, didn't want to put anybody's head in the noose. And they said, oh, no, Funcom know about us, it's fine. They're okay with it because it's a project and it's free and it's not the full game and yada yada. Lots of other, you know, reasons why it's okay. So I was like, so if I stream it, is that okay? And they were like, oh yeah, absolutely. And since I started streaming it, yeah, it was kind of an influx of a bunch of new guys as well. It's not like I brought all the, you know, it wasn't like my milkshake brings all the players to the yard. But obviously anyone broadcasting the game and everything else is going to bring more attention to the servers and the project and everything else. And thankfully it's been 99.99999 recurring positive. One or two ass hats have shown up. They didn't last long. They got banned within 6-7 hours and then got kicked off the server permanently and off the Discord permanently. So they're just gone. they just don't exist anymore. So yeah, it's a little funky, but you know how it is, the human race. You know, for every 5,000 really cool people, you're going to meet the odd asshat. Just the way it is. I think he was trying to demand live support on people who are volunteers and have jobs and families. He just said, we don't do that. Sorry, you're just going to have to wait. And then they went on a tirade about how crap the devs must be because they wouldn't do what he wanted right there. And I mean, what an entitled little Karen that bitch was. He even tried posting, and then I pointed out, you're being rude, dude. Because he got banned, and then he made a new account, which also got banned. And started posting on my channel because I pointed out, you're being very rude. That's what I said to them. I said, you are being rude. And then they started being a super fan on my YouTube. Like, they were going along clicking dislike on videos and stuff. Do you know what? Doesn't make any difference. YouTube just see that as pure engagement. That's all. You know, if you hate on a video, YouTube think that's just as good as liking a video. Hate clicks count, apparently. That's how the big thing works, everyone. So while they're doing all that, they're actually helping me, which I just find hilarious. But then they started posting, oh, Carlos was using hacks or, I don't know, some random terrible grammar. I can't believe English would be their first language based on how badly they type it. But yeah, it's something like that. And then they started, and they made like 4 different YouTube accounts to try and keep on doing it. But what you can do on YouTube is set someone to muted. So they post all this crap and they're the only person that can see it. But YouTube still counts it. It's just brilliant. I just think that's hilarious. It's all good. Thanks for the engagement, bro. I will be on this server at some point because of you, Santa. Well, you should be on it because of the dev team that are working on it, not me. I'm just some old fart who's mildly entertaining when he plays games. That's it. These guys are the brainiacs that can make all this work. How far has it progressed? We've got Rubi-Ka and Shadowlands. I think Shadowlands extends as far as Penumbra, so plenty to do before they wipe your character. That's the other thing. Sometimes they have to wipe the servers to fix things. You didn't know about it till I put on stream. I don't believe you. Oh, I don't. You're someone who is tuned in to everything. Can you level to 210? If you can get there, yeah. Someone will hit 220 at some point if the server, if they don't need to wipe for long enough. Drawden, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I can't show you the ADV pistol. Well, they're not, I don't think they're actually ADV pistols, they're just pistols. I don't think they're locked to ADV, but they've got burst and fling on and relatively low requirements. And I've got a pair that I farmed in here. So I ran in with my ADV, hid behind a wall, logged back to the highest character I had at the time, which was the Shade. Andrade and me went round and round and round and round and round and round for about an hour, and we farmed a pair of them. I just ran and looted them with this guy, but it was Draden that helped me do it. Now, just remember that you haven't got Lost Eden on Legacy or the Zan up on this server yet. So if your build relied on any of that, you haven't got it on here. Also, on this build of the game, 18.4, Shades cannot use token boards. Complet is going to be a bitch. So here, Shades still have the same restrictions they had before 18.7. Anarchy, Temple of the Three Winds. Yes, yes it is. Ooh, more upgrade tokens. Nice. And on this server, there is no res shock. And suggested IP, as far as I can tell, works up to level 38, which is the highest I've gotten on any character so far. Because you know me. Cries in Complet Shade. Well, yeah, you're not putting on a 6 slot as quickly as you could on live. You still get Fearforged blades and stuff, you know. Level 31. So where's our melee now? We're 256 and we require 434. That's not happening anytime soon. And also we need 245 fast attack. We're much closer on fast attack than we are on two-hand edge. But that's only a wrangle or so away, I guess. Yeah, there's no automation, Kai Larissa. Buff bots would be nice, but they're unnecessary. Just ask for buffs in the global channel. You talk to the whole server when you ask for a buff. Also, there's saleable pills for wrangles and stuff. So they have put other functioning systems into place that allow you to do what we do on live. The buff bots on live, yes, they're amazing. But on this version of the game, 18.4, RRFE, 30 minutes. Hack and Quack, 30 minutes. NCU buffs, mere seconds. So it's not like live, which I think they overdid the QOL, where you can have an NCU buff for 4 hours, Hack and Quack for 4 hours, RRFE for 4 hours. That made people go, oh, just get buffs and play solo for 4 hours, you know. Which maybe that suits a lot of people. But the game mechanics and a lot of it are designed around the idea that actually, you know, you're supposed to team up and play with other people. So, yeah, they're not going to allow any automation, so buff bots are not going to happen on this server. If you really don't like that and don't want to play because of it, that's fair. That's totally valid. Nothing wrong with that, but they're not going to change their stance on it. I don't think. Anytime soon. I really don't. We don't need a currency sync. There's no missions yet. No research perks. Nope, there you go. You get perks. Research doesn't exist in 18.4. Or on PRK. There is no Lost Eden. There is no Zan. Those expansions aren't a thing. It's like classic. Yeah, it's like kind of like Sloob, I guess, because you have got Shadowlands and the Shadowlands buffs. There you go. Adonis Hecklers, looking for one more. 138 plus. There you go. Out of the box. No, you start on, well, you get the choice. You can start in Shadowlands startup area, or you can start in Noob Island. And as I say in the video I've just released, start on Noob Island, because once you leave, there is no way to get back there. However, you can, after the fact, enter the Shadowlands startup area after you leave the ICC shuttle port, also known as Noob Island. Yep. So you can go there as well. Yeah, apartments were in the backyard, so that you could go there. I remember I made awful mistakes in the first couple of weeks. Like, I got an apartment, and I didn't know there was a bank, so I dumped my excess loot on the floor of my apartment, went off, played for a while, leveled up, came back, and all the loot was gone. Because of course it was, it rotted on the floor. I didn't know there was a bank you could put stuff in. Oh my god. Lesson learned is all I can say there. Does Savik still play? I don't think she does. I haven't spoken to Savik in ages, so I'm not sure they do play anymore. Their map works. You can see it there on the left-hand side of my screen. Obviously, the ICC stuff is wrong because that version of ICC isn't in this server or on this server. But the, you know, the markers for all the quest NPCs and everything else, they're all accurate to a pixel. So her AO stream, oh my god, best game I played so far. Yeah, it is for me. I mean, I like the Dune Awakening they made. I've not really enjoyed anything else Funcom has made except Dune Awakening, which I do enjoy. Has a lot of potential. But we're going to see how this Chapter 3 phase they bring in goes. I'll be streaming that more when it does go live. But it's all a bit up in the air feeling at the minute in Dune Awakening. There's a lot of repetition in the end game where you're like, well, I've got everything I need to play. Why am I still, you know? The main reason I play it is to play with the friends and the guildies that, you know, we've met and built at Space Quest. You know, him of the boom balls, him of the Seeker Death times 5 million is there. He's better at the game than me now. Like, that's a shock. Yeah, so the other thing as well, there's no missions, so you can't roll for certain items, but so I said, oh, I was going to make a keeper, but a lot of keeper nanos and mission rewards. You go, yeah, we've stuck them on diners, don't worry. So it's kind of like, oh, you can, you know, you can get them, but you just got to get them a different way. That's it, you know? You got to remember, they're building this from the ground up from their perspective. It's not copy and paste the live client and call it done. No, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. I don't know how it actually works. I don't know how the cookie's made or how the sausage is made, but I know enough that, no, it ain't like that, you know? Jolly Storm with the lurk, thank you very much. Check my audio settings. Game should be about 75. Music should be 30. Yeah, that's about right, and you can hear me over the top of it. That's how it should be. That's how I normally do it. Right, I'm just going to go park over here out harm's way while I grab a beer. Right, I'll be back in a minute, folks. Won't be long. The music really takes me back. Well, yes, it does. It's like walking in somewhere and you get a smell of some kind and go, oh, you know, there's something about that smell. Right, actually, what I'm going to do now is, as someone asked me about ADV pistols, etc. So I'm going to camp. Also, camp and logging out doesn't take 30 seconds. It takes like 5. There you go. So if I go back to the first character I made, and now the lowest almost. J. Alex subscribed. Bring back Fatty. I might make a Fatty Balls. That could be fun, couldn't it? So here's my Advi. And he has these. Arm of the Disciple. So, pistol 301, burst 201, slingshot 151. So very doable stats, but look at the damage, 49 to 131. Little bit slow at 117. Multi-range 203. So I've got a pair of those from the temple. I don't think it's ADV specific. I think they're just pistols, actually. Yeah, there's no class requirement on them. Use energy weapon 700 max beneficial skill, so they're really decent weapons to get started with. We're just a million miles away from equipping them at the minute, so really I should level him up. But the weapons I've got aren't really, they're not really helping. I did make the second account for the purposes of that video that I released on how to get started here. So maybe what I should do is use the Keeper, who has quite a lot of the upgrades, transfer them to the trader I made, but I'm going to keep them neutral so I can trade things to the Mia Omnitech shop. The Mia... Yeah, it's an Omnitech run. Yeah, there's an NPC in Newland in the Mia store. And if you're clan, he attacks you. If you're Omni or neutral, you're fine. So the weapons I do have, I could upgrade. So these are the double O's, or triple O's rather. So that one's been upgraded. But I don't think I can add burst to it. Upgrade the clip, yeah, so it's not worth pulling the other character out so quickly. Trader shop sells for more if you have a trader, which is why I made one. So this guy's level 23, but he feels like he's really quite slow. on damage. I really want to get him into those pistols, but it's going to take quite a while, I think, to maybe get him there. Excuse me. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Keeper Nanos and Mission Loot Nanos are available from Dino Bosses now, so... Drop rate? Well, it is what it is. It's not like I can plow through 100 clicks on a mission terminal. The mission terminals are not active yet. There's a lot goes under the hood for a mission terminal, if you think about it. It's got to generate the location, the layout of the mission, the mobs in the mission, the loot they have, the chests, the loot in the chests in the mission, and the mission reward, and then do all that with umpteen sliders into play to change the nature of the mission. So there's a hell of a lot going on, really. But yeah, I've got to level this guy up as well, so I'm kind of like, I've got to level him up to get the new gear on that I've gone out and farmed. You know, it's one of those, isn't it? Would I be better off doing the Crippler Cave? Maybe. I'm going to go Subway anyway for now. Yeah, the grassy knoll for Storm is known as Cywin's Knoll now. Anyway, on Savic's map, because he was one of the arcs. This is the arc dedication map. So it's a thing. SL... Oh, you're making me go to Shadowlands. Also, Stuck command here is different. Starts with a full stop. And warps you to Newland. Pretty close to where this is the shop you want, the Mere shop here, Mere Fashion, to sell things. You know it's true. This is accurate. And the quickest way there is through Job rather than using the garden key, which I've already farmed. But hey. Yeah, we'll go tier and then take the old Athen Job Wampa. I do need to level them up to get those pistols on, and then I think they'll be sailing along nicely. NT, well, that doesn't work the same anymore. The tethering of mobs is different on Project Rubi-Ka, so kiting really takes some skill. I have been reliably told by those who've tried. They tried and failed. They tried and died. Yeah, it's one of them, I think. I'm gonna have to get some... Oh yeah, the coils are back. The coils are back. I'm a little bit disappointed they're back, but hey, you know. It's 18.4 when we had to use coils and shit in Shadowlands. We didn't have the combined nano and health, first aid and recharge packs. Is what it is, everyone. Also, the Shadowland maps are available from the Yutto's dogs. However, excuse me, the problem you have a little bit is that when you zone, the map vanishes from the local map. And I am running around with some of these startup nanos still. So, you know, not great. Not an ideal build. Does have some implants and stuff, because there are ways to make money in the game quite quickly. If somewhat laboriously. But it's there. I mean, you would just Frontier Outskirts, that's the one I want. There's no daily missions and there's no regular missions, so there's quite a bit of work to do to get stuff. Also, this guy isn't invisible and wandering around anymore. You know who he is. He's like level 80. Yeah. So there are a couple of known bugs and issues with the game, but don't let that put you off. That ain't no different to live. But at least on this server, they are trying to fix those things, rather on live where they go, yeah, we know. We're not going to do anything about it. That's how they are on live. It's like Fallout 76 launch. Oh dear. So now we're here. I'm going to go space. Do I not have it yet? Oh, maybe I don't have it on this character. Let's get a Yutto's dog. Get the map. Thankfully, I don't think it needs adventuring anymore. Do you remember that? To get the Shadowlands maps, you need the adventuring skill. Banjos were a thing. Because they gave a load of adventuring, even though they were like a ridiculous thing as a weapon. It went doink when you hit someone with it. So thankfully that's not a thing. I did see some Yutto's dogs just now. They're all over, you know. So hopefully, yeah, there's some. I feel very slow on this character at the moment. A lot of people have said as well, melee's better on Advi at the minute. Maybe some low beast soulfires would be better. I don't know. So level 24 mob, we're level 23, I think, on this character. I've got the little mini map, as you can see, but as soon as I zone, it'll stop working. Yeah, so the Keeper Nanos that were locked off behind missions are available on diners, so there is that. But it would make blitzing for Nanos like an impossibility, because you've got to kill the mob. You've got to win the fight, you know? Whereas you could roll a mission where you just pick an item up or target a person for blitzing nanos. I know you fixers are out there. I know what you do because I've got a couple. I've got a grid armor fixer and I've got a paid fixer. Yeah, see, now my map has stopped working. Oh well, let's see how we do. Could be here a while. Admin does feel slow. That's what you get for playing the Shade. Kelnavurd, not sure if I want to roll a fix or an MP. Roll both. We've got 50 character slots on this server, dude. Why worry? You know. Mathematica is currently on a 5-stream streak. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Should have got some coils. What level would you say you should reach before you get a good impression of how a class is? I wouldn't say. You'll know fairly early. So, yeah. Oh, coils. How I haven't missed you. But they are part of this game, so... Yeah, I think that's a melee adv there. They're massively out-damaging me. Oh, let's try another one. Got him pin. Yeah, okay, dude. Hey. I wanted to go pistol because the last time I did a ADV build, I did pistol. Yeah, I think it's difficult to say. The play style on certain ones, classes changes quite a bit as time goes on. Like with Shades, they seem very glass cannon early when it like sub 100, but once you start getting the evade perks and totemic rights up there, suddenly they're very, very powerful. But each class is different in that. Like with pet classes, you tend to feel more powerful at lower levels for the simple reason that your pets can be much higher than you. But when you get to the mid levels, like, you know, 150 to 200, you're stuck with the same pets for a very long time, and they start feeling less useful because they're not stupidly higher level than you. But when you get to 210 plus, they start feeling much more powerful again. So it's difficult to say. Plus, a lot of my game knowledge and opinions are based on playing the live game, which is 18.89 or something like that at this point. So not in line with this server. You know, it's one of those, isn't it? Wayne Doo, Crippler Cave, good memories. Yeah, I remember finding this place and going, oh, this is such a good XP spot for a few levels, you know? What I'm finding on this server is a lot of people will do hand-me-downs for free. So like, all right, I've out-leveled these symbionts or spirits. Who wants them? And they'll just post it in chat and give you a bag full of gear. You know? See that a lot more on this server versus the live server. You know, people outgrow their stuff, they keep hold of it for the next character they're gonna make. Yay, 24. Suggested IP goes for longer. And on Adv at the minute it's pouring into pistol and whatnot, so. Just like that, I randomly teamed up with the guy who was running around here already. Which is Gotham, who is a level 23 Advi, but melee, and he's holding way more aggro than me. Maybe melee is the way to go on this server, I don't know. For Advi, at least. A lot of people have said that to me, and I was like, oh no, I spent 15 years as a melee Advi. Don't make me relive those days. But also, maybe that is the way to go. The Steps of Madness 1HE. Is it really good? Only ever done melee Advi. Yeah. Well, I've got these pistols now to equip when I can get there. So I should probably try those out. Two Frozen Tears of a Flush is what I want. Yep. Surprisingly easy to get if you camp in there. A lot of people kill those mobs and then go, oh, by the way, loot, you know, and you just sort of, oh. Bugged. Okay, now I'm fighting again. Uh-oh. Sit down, stand up, team heal. scary level. 33. 33. 31. 36. Soon know, anyway. Excuse me, coughing and spluttering at you. Did I get XP? I'm not sure I did. Yeah, so for the Shade, who was level 36, these mobs were grey, so... Three F1! Yes, it is your shirt. Well, you spawned it, so I wore it. There you go. Is that 2 players or 4 players? That is 4 players. No boxing on this server, my dude. Get caught trying, get banned. No boxing, no nothing. Atrox Thong. Well, I haven't got an Atrox character yet. I mean, if I make an Atrox character, absolutely. Individual players, because you can't play any other way on this server. Two great videos, Carl. I just got through the ones you posted just now. Oh, the getting started on Rubi-Ka, Project Rubi-Ka, yeah. I've just got asked the question so many times. I thought, well, the only way to fix this is put up a how do I Rubi-Ka Project Rubi-Ka. So I made a video. For the same reason I made a video how to get the new Spirit Siphon Nano for the Shade. That's where it started. I got sick of explaining it and made a video, and everyone went, you should make more videos. So I was like, well, okay. Blame my impatience for repeating myself. There you go. I have seen people that have 2 clients open. That's your limit. You can't box, you can't use third-party software to play 2 characters. You have to, if you can dual log, for sure. But then you've got to play both characters, so... Anyway, we got some levels. Suggested IP is still in range. Zul Rage trying to get MP and Trader up. Yeah, that's fair. But you can't have more than 2 clients logged in from the same computer. I know people are already going, oh, well, actually, if you use a VM, you could do blah, blah, blah. No, they'll catch you. You'll get banned. You'll lose everything. Don't do it. Oh, God. I'm not sure I can hit this thing. Team heal. Be useful. Imagine people actually teaming. Yes, amazing that a multiplayer game demands that you multiplay. It's crazy stuff, I know, but hey, here we are. Beer o'clock. Be right back. Right, I'll be back in a sec, guys. Stacking in the backyard, meet me there. Good luck with that, mate. How to get banned really quickly. Got to remember, there are devs in the stream. So, be careful, my dude, because if you pull that shit, Tatarawan, as we say in Wales, which means you're done. You're done forever. Running to get the punk from work. Joking, obviously, my man. Yeah. Anyone with VIP in my chat is either an ARC and or a dev or both on this stream. Ooh, someone crashed. I'm bringing them back. Lack of missions is sad though. There's a lot under the hood for missions. It'll come. It'll come. It just takes time. You've got people working out of their own free time. You know, these are not employees that you're paying, you know, toward their wage packet. There's no wages, there's no money, it's completely free. These guys are doing this out of love and respect for the game. And they will get it done eventually, you know? Azul Rage, I think next reset I'm going to go Trader Keeper, yeah. Cyber Exile. Any more server wipes to come? Depends how fucked things get, basically. If things get really fucked, yeah. This project is a net negative for us. Yeah, I absolutely believe it, yeah. You know, that keeping a server up and running 24/7? Well, you think you can do that for free? I think there was a game suggestions section, but I think it's gone now because it got a bit silly. I'm sure your ideas are solid, but some of the ideas were like, no, dude, that's not happening. Oh God, what's Twitch allow? You can't donate. They can't take any financial gain doing this because then Funcom are in a position to go, right, you're charging money for our IP, we're going to sue your asses. And they would. Let's face it, this is Funcom we're talking about. Yeah, they would sue everyone, and there's no way I would be donating a streamer money. You can donate to me. My only contribution to the project is playing it, which I suppose you could say is promotion, but legally it would be, I could argue legally, I'm only promoting the game because I want views and subs for my own money. They'd have to prove I gave the money to the dev team. Good luck with that. Because Twitch doesn't make me any money. Well, okay, it makes a little bit, but, you know, I mean, I probably break even on Twitch for the amount of electricity and broadband I use. So, you know, I don't care. I never have. I've never wanted to be an influencer or anything like it, you know? With that amount of beer consumed, we'd see 0 cents. Yeah, exactly. Beer's quite cheap in the UK. I know it's not in the certain regions. It's really expensive, but it's relatively cheap in the UK. Funcom will do 0 to maintain their own servers, but would sue a second private server that starts making money. Yep, truth. Sorry, but that's what, you know, that's what we've seen. Funcom ever voiced their opinion on PRK. I believe there was an Funcom employee. There could be. There's probably a couple of Funcom employees playing on the server. For all we know, you know. Yeah, and there's also the entanglement with the Norwegian government with AO. In that they help fund it, and through some kind of grant scheme that means they always own it. Or some such weirdness. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you could Google it, I guess, but don't trust anything AI on Google tells you, because I used to service TVs, and if you Google any technical information about doing so on Google, the AI will give you misinformed Reddit posts as gospel, which will get you hurt and possibly killed. So don't listen to that crap. Don't trust AI, especially for anything important. Because as someone that used to service TVs, the advice they give you is just dog shit. It's absolutely wrong in a lot of cases and will get you hurt. Do I need to leave the earth connected to the circuit board in order to drain the capacitors on the board before I poke my fingers around? No, not necessarily. AI suggests, no, yes, you fucking do. You were going to get yourselves killed listening to this crap, you know. Yeah, AI is trained on anything it can steal. It's a plagiarism engine. It's not art, and AI is the wrong name. It's a plagiarism engine. Yeah, and it's very good at filling in blanks with other misinformation. People take it as read that because it's AI, it knows, and it's like, no, it fucking doesn't. You thought, you know, as soon as it started talking about something I do know about, you realise just how terrible it is. AI, can I eat rocks? Yes, rocks are perfectly safe to eat. Fucking, no, they're not. Number one, you're going to wreck your teeth. Number two, what the hell is the rock made of? Number four, who the fuck eats rocks? You know, and so on and so forth. You know, when this is done, it could also be used as a general purpose MMO engine. There's probably better ones by now, I would think. But there's never been a better game. How are we doing on the pistol skill? It won't be anywhere near. No, it's not. Getting there, though. Getting there. Oh, shit. What is this guy? Rocks are delicious. Yeah, and some of them are highly toxic. Yeah, just don't listen to AI. Yeah, it's an advanced autocomplete. You know, they're overselling AI massively overselling AI at the minute of what it can and can't do. What it can do is steal information and present it as if it's its own, when in actual fact it ain't. And it doesn't validate that information in any way, shape or form. It's quite scary how it does it. Mine has been licking rocks for ages. Don't hate. Okay. Yeah, don't listen to any web-based AI or any fucking AI for that matter. God, it gets it wrong. I mean, like, so wrong it's terrifying. Like, if you follow this advice, You're gonna die. Kind of wrong, you know? It's horrible. Oh, I haven't got enough NCU. Well, damn. Need to get better NCUs. There was something, lawyer, attorney, something that built the whole case around AI and got thrown out of courtroom. Of course it did, because AI is completely unreliable. Do not trust anything it tells you. Trust me on this. Trust me, bro. Yes, I do know better than AI. What about being in a team with 3 other people? What is this, 2005? Feels like it. Feels like good AO. When AO was good and fun and you played it with other people and made friends. There's a way around the AI on Google as well. Do you want me to share it with you? So when you're in Google, go to 3 dots, go to settings, then go to search engine. You can see there's a few there already. And what you do is set up a new one. And then in that new one, you paste this as the search engine. Twitch, noob is not a swear word. Call it shortcut @web and then name it fuck AI. Save. And then when you search on Google, you don't get AI bullshit answers at the top of the page. What you get is the original Google. No beer, no burden of competence in social tab at level 10. Pfft, well, you could arrange it. That would be the funniest thing ever. Why has Carlos 2 got one? Ask the devs why he's also 60 meters tall and can't go anywhere because he's ridiculously tall. Best tail I've got, dude. Sorry. Last time I spawned the beast in Borealis, someone looted the bock and they almost got banned. Well, yes. I mean, Pandemonium isn't open yet. Inferno isn't even open yet, as far as I understand it. You can correct me if I'm wrong, and I probably am. Penumbra is the last open area, and way there is exciting. Oh shit, what have they done? Exciting? You mean deadly. I know what that means. Recharge my nanopool. Oh my god, just recharge, motherfucker. I hate coils. Can I just say I hate coils? I want the combined nanopool and first aid things back. Gauta introduced them with Shadowlands and I was like, I fucking hate you. Drawden, not for the faint of heart. I want them too has not come in. Well, bring it up. That's what I'm saying. Shit, losing my team. Where's my team? Where'd everybody go? Did they crash? I didn't see anyone saying they were going. Oh shit. Fiddling Nicholas Gardner has just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you. Need to AFK a bit. Fair. Bing-a-ling! Range weapons, 210. We are getting there. We're within wrangle range. But fast, fling shot and burst are going to be the killer. Fling shot, not so bad. Burst needs to be where? Burst to a 1. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start manually doing the do. Any quest that requires a spawn with placeholders or ACG is not doable. Now I've got a better idea. Make it come to us. See if it can get to us anyway. Oh, did you cry? Oh, shit. Okay. These were all red when we came in. They're not red now. I see the big bug report. There you go. Shadowlands bugs are low priority. Okay. The loot tables are a pain. I can imagine. I don't know because I don't program games. I have no idea what's going on, really, when it comes to what's going on under the hood. I'm kind of like, I can drive the truck, I don't know how to fix the truck, you know? This is quicker than Rubi-Ka though, but the XP you get in Shadowlands has always been higher since the launch of Shadowlands. I think mainly to encourage people to engage with Shadowlands, but it did work. Yeah, there's no money in Shadowlands. Mobs don't drop any. Oh yeah, for the YouTube chat. So if you want a AI-free Google search, there you go. Set that as your default search engine. It's still Google. It's just not. It's Google unbullshitterized. Carl, can anyone play this? Yes, they can. Have a new video out. Getting started on Project Rubi-Ka. Should answer all the questions you probably have. And hopefully explains the answer for you. Where did I put it? Holy shit, it's got 80 views already and 4 comments. What's going on? I've got to look at the comments. Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, all. Yeah, you know that one. There you go. Getting started on Rubi-Ka. And over on... Oh, no. Live stream. If you haven't seen it, there you go. Just basically how to get started in the game. Shit, where did everyone go? Oh, they're over there. Okay. Ranged specials. I need to upburst. And then do suggested for everything else. Okay. The memory leak means we have to reboot the server every so many hours to clear the RAM. That makes sense. There's always been a memory leak in this game. Ooh, the mobs are turning green. It's a good sign. and you're leveling. Yeah, at the moment, where are we at? Current online players. There you go. 206. The fact it runs at all is a bit of a thing. Sad we don't have a static server yet. Oh my god, come on. Why do we need that so badly, really? Built into the game, the launcher tells you how many people are online. And once you're in game, you can just use that. You know, so yeah. I've lost it there. Current online players. There you go. Why do we need a static server when there's already one that's part of the game? There you go. Advies, agents, bureaucrat, and there's also a global chat. Why do we need a static server for it? I mean, really, it's there. The info is there. That's all I'm thinking. I mean, the information you get from the statics is already there. Why do you need that server? You know, it's not your bad, dude. I'm just saying maybe you weren't aware of that. That's cool. Maybe you weren't aware. But yeah, if the info is already readily available, you don't really need it. And instead of relying on some third-party site's information, you get it directly from the server itself. So, you know. All good, right? PRK runs out of Butler's basement and lags when he microwaves food. There you go. Right. Any more lag will be referred to as someone's having a microwave dinner. TV dinners. The ZZ Top tune, innit? Yeah, you know, you're not wrong for asking, but now you know the information's readily available in the game, so you know. Really needs to upgrade from a Raspberry Pi. Well, yeah, probably. Runs on a gaming PC. It'd probably run better on mine. I've got a 13700K, but I can't leave my computer running 24/7. I have to explain the reason why it would be to Mrs. Callis. I've shut your PC off. Wait, no! No, oh my god! Well, we think back to 2001, this game ran on probably less than a modern gaming PC has now, you know. Plus, you know, we've got fiber and stuff, so, you know. What part of the world do you live in? Oh, well, I'm in North Wales, which is absolutely not ideal. Because I'm willing to bet money most of the players are North American, so yeah, they're gonna lag like hell. with all the hops that would be involved. And the electricity costs more than diamonds. Costs even more in the UK. We're paying way over the odds compared to most of the EU. Apparently, it costs more in it costs less in, you know, like Denmark, Germany, Switzerland, France, Spain. Everyone's paying less than us per kilowatt or whatever. And we're using a lot here at the minute because, unfortunately, the Jag has a broken alternator, so it's sat on a trickle charger overnight, so I don't kill the battery completely. Until they can get the new one in it. Tax deduction. Yeah, so the UK is getting stiffed by the energy companies. They just want to see more and more profit. It doesn't cost more to make electricity than it used to. They just want to make more money. 4 cans, 550 millilitres be like 4 or 5 quid. Yeah, something like that, yeah. I don't spend a lot on beer. Believe it or not. Beer o'clock and all that. Pistol mastery, I think, only gives 10 plus damage. Fire shielding gives all that. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, but acrobat. No, I'm thinking about the weapons I want to get on, so I'm gonna go pistol mastery. Do I grow in the big guy? What are you bouncing around like that? Oh God! Get an aggression enhancer. They work. They work, my dude. Can I use that then? Probably not. No, can't. Yeah, have you noticed how, like, you're getting shrinkflation as well? Like, you get less of something for the same price? Yeah, you know, we're in late stage capitalism where everything tries to gobble everything else up to try and make money. It's unsustainable, and it's what defeated the Roman Empire in the end. History does teach us lessons, but these guys don't care. Make the money, get out, make more money somewhere else. That's all they think about. So. There you go. The basic problem with capitalism is it relies on infinite growth, which you cannot have on a finite planet, in a finite world. You know, so that therein is its own destruction. And the problem with our country is we don't tax the money they're making in this country and put it back into the infrastructure. Norway does, but the UK doesn't. We're bought and sold by corporations. You know, it's very sad, but that's where it is. It's not like you're going to change it at the ballot box either, because every politician, to a greater or lesser degree, is owned by somebody else. You know, it's a mess. Absolute mess. I don't know where it's going to end. It's like, I'm smart enough to see the problem, but I'm not smart enough to come up with a solution. Yeah, they have been since the 80s. As soon as we let politicians take donations, you know, to get themselves elected from outside external sources, that was the mistake, because immediately corporations went, ooh, and we can lobby for the things we want so we can make more money, like tax cuts and stuff like that, you know. It's the same the world over. It's not exclusive to any one country. Be right back, grabbing a beer. Yeah, there's no point getting into it on here. We ain't going to come up with a solution on a live stream about anarchy online, are we? So, do you want to buy a prime minister? Yeah, pretty much. That's where we're at. Let's all exploit. Yeah. Well, there's an effect known from people who've actually been astronauts, like real ones, not celebrities jumping into Bezos's cock rocket. And you realize all borders are essentially fictional. You know, I mean, you look down from space at the planet and you see it in a completely different way. You know, we're all on the same rock, whizzing around the sun in a big spiral as the sun goes whizzing around a galaxy. You know, the whole, oh, you're different from us, so we don't like you thing is so tribal and primitive, but it's reinforced day by day. Uh-oh, lag. I've said too much. They're on to me. It's reinforced daily by the media. Bowie saw it coming in 2000. He said it in an interview with Paxman. Isn't the Omnitech lease running out soon? Yeah, probably. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Oh dear. We're all gonna die. Alright, let's try again. Omni admin got you. I was speaking out against capitalism and how it's unsustainable. And it is. But, you know, you can't say too much. They'll come and get you. The Matrix has you, Neo. Okay, I'm back in game. I think, maybe. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in Hollywood basement. Yeah, we're you know, your cloning rights have been revoked. Oh no. Well, I don't know if it was just me that crashed or what there. I really don't. Yeah, so capitalism relies on the fact it can infinitely expand its profit margins and gobble up more companies. But the truth is, money is finite. You know, when you see someone with trillions of dollars worth of wealth or whatever currency you want to pick, that means other people don't have that money. People think that there's some sort of infinite money tree, that rich people are rich because they're better than us. And it's like, no, they've just taken more for themselves. And once they start, it's like a snowball rolling down a hill. Zul Rage, I think the leader of the team crashes after 1 hour when the team level goes up. It could be that, yeah, it could even be that. The reason the corporations and stuff are pushing AI so hard, like they did the dot-com bubble, is because they feel like, oh, well, with this, we can cut people with talent and creative talents, etc., out of the picture, and we just let the machines make the content for us. You know, so we don't have to pay anyone, which means we make more money. But the downside of that is AI slop. What was the latest review? They call employees the human tax. Yeah, it's horrific the way they look at the world. It's awful. It's not how I view people. You know, so... Two, 3, 7. We're getting in range if I have enough NCU anyway. Yeah, so of course they don't want people that can actually make something good when they can pay nothing for a machine algorithm that can make stuff for nothing, effectively, as far as, you know, wages and whatnot are concerned. But that's how you end up with dog shit TV shows and movies, you know. Like, has anyone even looked at The Witcher 4? I saw a review of that latest movie, the Melania thing that came out, and one review said even if this was shown on intercontinental flight, people would still leave. I mean, it's a pretty scathing review, given they're on an airplane over the Atlantic or something. It was something like, so bad if they showed it on a plane, people would still leave. I thought, wow, that's got to be pretty bad. I've only watched 2 seasons of The Witcher. Yeah, leave it at that. Turns to shit afterwards. You get these TV writers thinking they can outguess the original material, the original books and stuff. And it's like, no, you really can't. Stop. This isn't good. This is awful. But they carry on anyway, you know. And then the audience doesn't watch it. And apparently, where's the problem? The audience are the problem. They don't like the stuff we're writing. We know we're better than them what's good or not. And you're like, wait, what did you do? I've been in show business a long time, okay? Played in bands, done thousands of gigs, etc. No, if the audience don't like you, play different fucking songs. They don't like the material or they don't like the performance. The audience is never wrong. They like it, they don't like it. You're not going to teach them to like something they don't like, you know? That just does not work that way. I mean, there's a certain amount of... If Frank Zappa opened for Ted Nugent... you know, a country and western festival, yeah, a lot of people aren't going to get it. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, you know, if people don't like what you're putting out, maybe what you're putting out ain't great, you know? Do I still perform? No, not anymore. And definitely not since I had a hand injury. Can't really play like I used to. I will, eventually, maybe. But definitely not in the foreseeable. So if you don't know, I fell onto some broken glass and severed 4 tendons and a nerve in my right hand. What's amazing is the surgeons in the National Health Service put me back together, and I've just been on the road to recovery ever since. Gotta do the physio. If the physio says you gotta do this, do it. Don't argue with your doctors. They do know what the fuck they're talking about. Google doesn't, and the internet doesn't, but your doctors do. Listen to your doctors. You know? That's all I'm gonna tell you. Well, actually, I read a Reddit thread about... Fuck the Reddit thread. Well, they don't know anything. Listen to your doctors. They spend years learning this stuff and practicing it, and oh my god. AI definitely doesn't. Yeah, no, it absolutely doesn't. AI is just a plagiarism engine. It doesn't know anything. It's not... The AI tag is completely inaccurate. It's an algorithmic plagiarism engine. That's all it is. It steals information from other places, rewords it. It's like a grandiose autocorrect. So it rewords articles, it steals from other places, and tries to pass it off as its own. It's not an intelligence in any way, shape, or form. No, it's not. If it can't, if you take the base level AI algorithm, but don't feed it any information, guess what? It can't do a damn thing. It can't invent. All it does is steal other people's efforts and works and whatnot, and tries to pass it off as something it's made. And it hasn't. It's just stolen bits of other people's work, auto-corrected them into something that looks like a whole works, but isn't. It's awful. And the lawsuits are coming because even YouTube has started to go, report AI slop videos to us. They've started to realise that, you know, you had it early but reinstall Windows. Well, here you go, good sir. I made a video getting started on PRK. Because I knew I was going to get asked as well. Spotify, don't have it, don't want it. You know, it's simple. Spotify is a way to rip off artists. don't use it. Because that's literally what it does. So the artist, you know, suffers for their art, makes the songs and whatnot, and goes through the life experience that led there. AI just goes, oh, let's steal all that and try and turn it into an auto-corrected version of it. Love a certain LLM training run was ruined by a subreddit where every reply is just, something about microwaves. Yeah. It's dog shit. AI is just complete and utter dog shit. And that bubble is gonna burst. If you've got money invested in AI companies, Nvidia, whatever, get your money out. Get it out sooner rather than later. You might not hit the peak, but you will avoid the fall. And it will fall. It absolutely will fall because it's got nothing backing it up. Eventually, I think what will happen is artists, creatives across the world will take action, legal action, which prevents the plagiarism of their work. When that happens, AI has got fuck all. It's nothing without the plagiarism. The bubble's gonna burst. It's just taking longer than NFTs did. You know, when they said, oh, NFTs are gonna be worth millions. It's a fucking JPEG, you jerk. How is it worth millions? It's not. It's a JPEG. Anyone can copy it. Screen grab. I now own the fucking JPEG. It was invented value. It has no actual value whatsoever. Do you remember that? You remember NFTs? Would you pay 4 million for one now? No, you wouldn't. Because they're not worth dog shit. They're not worth anything. Okay, we've got a bit of a bothered mob here. I'm going to try one more time. NFTs probably, yeah, so is AI to me. To me, I don't see them any differently. They are the same thing. They're invented worth. There's no intrinsic worth to them. They are easily replicated and whatever. Oh, I've got a picture of a fucking cartoon monkey. Really? You don't think people... And it's exclusive. No one else can have it. Print screen. Huh. I'm worth 4 billion. No, you're not. That's why it died on its arse. It's the same with AI. It just steals other people's work. It creates nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, they don't even sell the JPEGs. They just link them. I've got a JPEG on a cloud drive somewhere. Oh, my God, it's the worst thing ever. And AI will go the exact same way. Because it doesn't make anything. It just steals it from other people. Sells it off as its own. But people spot it now. People, I mean, like, I'm a Gen X, you know, and I'm an early Gen X, so I'm almost a boomer. Which is scary to think about. But, yeah. The boomer generation are lapping up that crap about, you know, barnacles being on a polar bear pup and the fishermen taking them off and rescuing it, and the mother polar bear is grateful. Come on, do you know nothing about how these animals operate, work, etc.? Number one, barnacles are not that fucking big and they don't exist in waters at that temperature. Number two, touch a polar bear cub, mama polar bear's gonna eat you. Yeah, it's a massively dangerous animal. And I see this AI slop everywhere. And people lap it up and I'm like, it's AI slop. That's not how these creatures work. But to give you a level of how little information people seem to have these days, one dairy farm has the names of the cows it uses for the dairy farm. And unsurprisingly, they're all, you know, female names because they're cows. And someone commented, the dairy industry, so intrinsically linked to misogynistic tendencies. Why are all the cows have female names? And it wasn't until someone said, well, you know, I'm kind of thinking I don't want to drink milk from a bull. It's like, do you not know how mammals work? How low is your information level at this point? I mean, holy hell. Where do you think milk comes from? For humans and the cows? I mean, it's just like, it gobsmackingly low levels of information. It really is. Yeah, chocolate milk comes from the brown cows, because it does in Minecraft or something. God knows. Just sexist if you don't drink bull milk. Gonna skip that one, thank you very much. Seriously, that was... Someone literally posted that, and I was like, this has got to be a meme. No, they were a genuine activist thing, person or something. And I was like, you're an activist with zero information if you think that's how anything works. Yes, they're called girls' names because female mammals produce milk, not the male ones. What do you think the male ones produce? Have you met a man? You know, I mean, just like gobsmackingly low levels of information. You liked hearing the... No. Someone complained about the black dots in their vanilla pudding. Oh boy. I mean, how low is your information level got to be before you're, you know, when you're making gross misassumptions like that? It's like getting flooded out by something and going, I didn't ask for this. What? Well, shout at the gods then. Yeah, I mean, I live in Wales, and if you don't know, Wales has lots of hills in the north, and I live in North Wales. You can see the curvature of the earth from the end of my road, never mind anywhere else. Unless you have a perceptive deficiency and can't see it. I mean, thousands and thousands of years ago, we knew the world was round. You know, like a peach. Oh, are we pulled? Are we not pulling? Okay. I can't believe people that take a spirit level on a plane and think that's proof that the world is flat. Yeah, that means your plane isn't in a nosedive and you're not gonna die. It's incredible people believe this crap. In the 21st century of all places. Yeah, things turn in on themselves. That's how gravity works, you know, I mean... Yeah. The earth is flat. Stop talking nonsense. Climb up a fucking hill, my dude. You know, 300 meters elevation. You can see the curvature of the earth quite easily. Observation tower. What? Yeah, I know. It's incredible people actually believe that. This late, I mean, God, the Roman Empire knew the shape of the earth. The Egyptians knew it, and probably generations of civilizations before them knew it. You know. The moon, the sun, and the moon are flat. Yeah, how does any of that work? You know, it's incredible. That people are prepared to believe bullshit off the internet before they'll believe the evidence of their own eyes. You can see the curvature of the earth from a hill. And if you can't tell if the horizon is flat or curved from, you know, 300 meters elevation, then there's something wrong with your perception. The moon is an LED lamp, not even a good one. Don't forget your tinfoil hats. Oh god, yeah. It used to be good when we could say that and think that it only applied to like a tiny minority. There are people out there now who are willing to believe that shit. Crazy that we can believe that in this day and age. But here we are. Yeah, I'm telling you this, but I zoomed in with my Samsung phone camera. Yeah. Stand up, get to 300 meters plus elevation, look at the horizon honestly. And if you can't see it, then your perception is somewhat degraded, probably because you grew up looking at flat panel monitors or something. I don't know. It's scary how much the human race is intellectually evolving. It bloody is. Oh, have you noticed when you're at the top of the hill, you can see a curve on the horizon? A curve? I don't see a curve. Oh, well, here you go. Here's something that's absolutely straight. Oh, yeah, it does curve. Oh, well, I guess the Earth is curved. You know, I mean... Come on! Try harder, please. Range weapons, burst, fling shot, we're almost there. Save that and do suggested, so that gives me 248. Oh, we're in spitting distance of new weapons. Involved enough to have a good life, you don't need critical thinking. Well, unfortunately, this is true. It's a weird thing, but it's true. I'm texting Mrs. Carlos to making sure she's got a lift coming. Have you got a lift home, dear? We are lazy primates. As soon as we figured out, instead of walking around chasing after the food, we put it here and put it inside a fence and it stays here. We just have it when we need it. That is our nature, to look for the easiest way to do something. Unfortunately, you know, when we went from hunter-gatherers to modern, we kind of lost some things, and going forward a couple of thousand years, we lost a lot more by relying on technology. I mean, we're all in the technology trap. You get stuck in a lift, you've no idea how to get out. You have to wait for someone to come and help. That's who you are. You're surrounded by this technology, you use it every day, but you've got no idea how it actually works. And I saw an episode by a guy called James Burke, Connections. Great show. You can watch it on YouTube, here, there, and everywhere. And his first episode is called The Technology Trap, and he explains how trapped you are by modern technology, how reliant you are on it. And it's pretty scary stuff, but for me, I'm watching it in the late 70s, early 80s. I went, yeah, you're right. You need to understand how this stuff works, or you're going to get trapped by it. And so many people now truly are, because they are trapped by search engines. They're trapped by, you know, the Google answer to everything. Don't know, just Google it, you know. And it's like, well, Google does not know everything. And AI is just a worse version of that, you know. Walking sucks. Let's make an animal do it for us. Yeah, well, we did, you know, horse-drawn carriage. And then we got really clever and came up with the horseless carriage, now known as the motor car. The greatest invention we've ever had, said Clarkson. But he wasn't wrong, because it is a lot of fun. Self-driving cars. No thanks. I'd rather drive myself pissed as a fart than trust some AI, the plagiarism engine, to decide how to drive. Yeah, trapped in something you don't understand. Yeah, no way in hell would I get in a self-driving car. Plumbing is our greatest invention. Well, we didn't invent it. Nature has had plumbing for a long time. Your blood flows around your body. Plumbing, you know? Plumbing is kind of an expansion on what nature did. Modern medicine's good, yeah. But it's that comes from learning and understanding. Which is not the same as Googling something to get the answer. Especially now. The AI answers on Google, for God's sake. Do not trust them. They will get you hurt, killed, maimed, something. And that's probably by design. Let people Google the answers and get themselves injured. We can make a ton of money out of that. You know, don't. Yeah, if I'd have had the injury I had 30 years ago, I would not have a functioning right hand anymore. I mean, I really wouldn't. As scary as that sounds, I really wouldn't. It's only thanks to modern medicine and medical techniques that I do. Google AI suggest, yeah, because people troll the AI. They figured out that it's a plagiarism engine, which is very easy to figure out. And then, of course, they've gone, well, we think it's plagiarizing from this source, so we're going to post a ton of disinformation at that source. And they did. And it was hilarious. But for some reason, people think it's great, you know. Yeah, do not listen to AI. For God's sake, you're listening to an autocorrect system that plagiarizes Reddit posts. For God's sake, don't listen to it. Google AI suggested gluing pizza. It suggested a ton of other stuff. And none of it was a good idea. Yeah, because if you want to make a good advert for pizza, then you glue the pizza to the bread and yada yada yada. It's just bonkers. Where's everyone going? Why am I on my own now? Oh God. I think maybe we're lagging. Is the rest of our team gone? It's just me and Dota. Oh, God. Anyway. Taking a break, my dude. Yes, I am. I'm sure that team will carry on. There's always one there, I've noticed. Yep. Okay. So we have gotten closer to our goal of putting those pistols on. So we're 226 on pistol, but we're only... Ooh, hang on. Range weapons, yeah. Burst needs to be... 200. I'm not out of OE yet. Well, almost out of OE, but I'd need a ton of buffs to do it. How did you walk back like that? Dot stuck. The stuck command now warps you back to Newland City, which is nice. But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all for coming along. But yeah, it's been a good stream. We've had an interesting conversation and everything. But I'm going to leave it now. Mrs. Carlos has just come home. She walked home with Carlos Mark II, my son, who is 6 foot tall, weighs about, I don't know, 18 stone. So I don't worry about walking home with him. Because most people take one look at him and go, no. Anyway, I'm off now. So love you all, miss you all. See you in the next one, which will be tomorrow night. I'm going to take down my DD base on Dune Awakening, and then I'll be playing this again. So until then, bye for now.